I, I, well, look. There I was, floating through life, doing just fine. I had fallen ill earlier in the day, sure. Just hit a deer and totaled my car a few minutes before, and found out that all my white socks had been colored pink because somebody forgot to separate the whites from the colors. Don't even think about it. So yeah, I was doing just fine. Then this happened.
Parts of me will die with you, and I think it's gonna be the good parts.
What is it exactly? Well, I'm not sure. I know it was an episode of The Acolyte. I know it was the second flashback episode. I know they thought I was going to walk away from this thing saying things like, and interesting, and my personal favorite, ha ha! Unfortunately, I'm still trying to sort out the events of the episode in my head. Too bad for me that this is a task much like catching wisps of smoke with a butterfly net. The harder I think about it, the less it makes sense. Fuck me. I've really got nothing to go on. I'm going to have to watch this again. Oh, hold on.
Jedi! They've sliced the platform.
One more time. Hold on.
Jedi! They've sliced the platform.
That's right, folks. I didn't watch it once. I didn't watch it twice. I watched it 3 times in its entirety just to even begin to comprehend what the fuck we just witnessed. This was the follow-up flashback episode, this time from the Jedi's perspective? Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, again, now that I think about it, just whose perspective was the first flashback episode from? Actually, one more time. Now that I really think about it, this show has a very serious perspective problem, and it's really starting to piss me off.
Jedi! They've sliced the platform.
Take, for example, the testing scene. In the original episode, Saul is seen tricking Osha into admitting she is Force sensitive.
A planet. A necklace.
The image hasn't appeared yet.
In this episode, she just answers the question correctly.
A planet.
Correct.
I assume, silly me, that the second scenario is what really happened. Which begs the question, what the fuck was that first scene? Osha would know what happened, so it's not her perspective. The same for the Jedi. May wasn't there, nor was anybody else, so it couldn't be their perspective. So just whose eyes were we seeing that through?
Thanks, Sugar Tits.
Before we get started here, I need to pass on a few very important pieces of information to you. The Jedi have been on this planet for 7 weeks, investigating a virgincy in the Force.
We're looking for a virgins.
What's a virgins?
A concentration of Force energy.
Their proof that one exists here is because the planet was dead, and now is thriving with life, seemingly out of nowhere. You also must know that Torben wants to go home.
You wish to return to Coruscant. Your master denies you. I would not keep you from what you want.
Which opens his mind up to be magically raped by Mama Amadeus. Now that you have that information delivered to you more efficiently than this show could ever dream of, I can now begin flashing random images at you, and you will understand everything there is to understand, which admittedly isn't much, so don't be too impressed with me. Okay, it's time. Let's run back this week's tape, and I'll make like Smilo Ren and fill in those holes.
Peekaboo. 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 Metal detector. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Metal detector. Sexism.
There are over 50 of them.
50 women.
Oh god, oh no. You weren't supposed to see that yet. That's for later in the episode. Oh well, the cat's out of the bag. Might as well talk about it. That's right. The evil old Jedi man killed Osha and May's mom number 1 because she turned into some wispy smoke. Man, he was doing so good too. So controlled and Jedi-like, right up until he became a murderer. I don't know, maybe next episode they'll explain why he decided to stab the smoke. It's a mystery show after all, so just turn off your mind and wait for the answers. And look, if they don't give them to you, just feel free to make them up. That's why this show is so smart, because it makes you think. Does it ever get old being so dumb? Unfortunately for us, it does actually play out the way that it plays out, which means that Leslie Headland and all those over at Lucasfilms and Disney got exactly what they wanted and portrayed the Jedi as evil cunts. Now, don't be fooled, friends. You will be told that there was something so amazing that occurred that it made the whole show worth it. People are cooming left and right over the fact that we see the Wookiee Jedi put down his metal detector and lift up his lightsaber, so that he can attack the other Jedi. You know, because this goofy group of women mind-fucked him. And then they got tired, pulled an old man Luke Skywalker, and off themselves using the Force. God, how nice that must be. Now, there is one argument that was presented to me that I'd like to address. Well, it's really more somebody's opinion as to something that made the episode good. The only reason I bring this up is because it actually exposed a major problem that I hadn't thought about. This person I spoke to thought it was really cool how Master Indara swooped in, defeated Kalnaka, saved all 3 Jedi, and used her mind to overpower the old hags. You remember the old hags. Putting the overpowered nature of this aside, if Indara were capable of this the whole time, why would she not have gone in the first place? Instead, she decides to send Sol, whom she already distrusts to keep himself in check, to get the other Jedi that is clearly not in his right mind. She has the power to end conflict against multiple opponents simultaneously, with nothing more than a thought. But of course, had she gone, the story would crumble. Anyway, that's really all I got. Just some wispy smoke scrambling around, trying desperately to escape. Catch that in your butterfly net and smoke it.
You like Huey Lewis in the news?